that took longer than expected, but Ferrari finally got there in the end and revealed their 2020 car, which is going to be called the SF1000, which, of course, they celebrate their 1000th Grand Prix in 2020. It's expected to be at the Monaco Grand Prix, but with the hoo-ha with China, that could, of course, change depending on what happens with that race. But first glimpses of the car, I don't mind it at all. I think it looks quite nice. Now, I know that people are saying, oh, it's the same livery, it's the same design, and blah, 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 blah. But I'm pretty sure that there is a lot more to it. Sebastian Vettel was speaking quite highly of how Ferrari have almost redesigned the rear of the car, and Binotto was on about the suspension and all that malarkey. I'm not that technical, so I'm not really going to go like too technical like wise, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to explain a bullhole of stuff like there are some other people out there who could do a much better job. But like I said, first glimpses at the 2020 car. Now I've got a side shot here on screen as we speak, and on the just next to us, I've got a comparison of like of course the 2019 car. And first thing I'm noticing is the front wing. Now, if you look at the very front, the front underneath where the 5 is, you've got this like little rake thing, haven't you? Ferrari in the 2019 car had that, but they also had it on the front wing where the nostrils are, well, the so-called nostrils are, just going upwards. If you look there now, it's more like a Mercedes-esque front wing. So therefore, of course, Ferrari had a lot of problems with airflow in chassis. So that's, of course, one of the key things that they are trying to get done, get sorted as well for 2020. So, of course, to go in the right direction for in terms of what Mercedes did, of course, trying to get the airflow underneath the car and around the car a lot better than what they did in 2019. Sebastian Vettel also said about the rear of the car, like I said earlier. First glance, it looks more tightly packed underneath of just where the floor is, where just where it says rear band. You can just see it looks more tightly packed, in my opinion. The whole car itself, I think it looks slimmer than it did in 2019. It's almost like it's went on a complete diet and it looks a lot slimmer. Now, one of the things that also was said in the reveal was, of course, that the car is more red, quoted by Sebastian Vettel. Now, yeah, all right, it is all right. Of course, it's more red. Yeah, of course it is. But apparently, I don't know. I couldn't see on the live stream. I don't know about you guys, but they did say that it was going to be more. It was going to be a darker red. Still matte, of course. It's still a matte red, apart from where the numbers are, which I'll get onto in a bit. But it's going to be a darker red than what it is for 2019, which is like a tribute to Gilles Villeneuve, apparently. And of course, the numbers are retro spec, where the 16 is, as you can see on screen. In fact, I've just realised that the back of the car is 16 and the front of the car is number 5. Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? And of course, again, Gilles Villeneuve kind of 80s-esque Ferrari numbers style, so they're going with a bit of retro with that one. Of course, going back through the years, I'm thinking it's something to do with the 1000. They might have a special livery as well for that race anyways. As well, the front view of the car, the front wing looks more like it's going more downwards at the edge of the front wing, more so than 2019. And again, that's more to do with the aero side of things. And Arava put a tweet out as well once the car was revealed about the side pods. Now, the side pods look a lot more open, more wider, more, if that makes any sense. So again, something to do with, again, improving the chassis. And they've also got like the little slits going over the side mirrors, which is what the Haas had as well. So, and again, they didn't have that in 2019. So again, I don't know what that the whole thing is, but it must be something. And one of the big things you might notice is above the halo, they've got like devil's horns, which you can clearly see now, but back in the day of like 2005 to about 2008, F1 cars had that. So Ferrari obviously feeling that they might need to go back in time, just maybe improve whatever they need to improve up there. The airbox is still quite narrow as well, like a TB kind of thing. So again, they're nothing again too fancy there. But overall, as a whole, I do like the look of the car. I think it looks like it's more sleeker, and of course people are complaining that it isn't anything different to what it was. It's basically just the same car, which in a way it kind of is, but and I think, like I said, it looks more slimmer. I don't know about you guys, it does look a lot slimmer than what we have seen in the past. And Ferrari, Binotto was on about power, saying that they've improved power output on the engine as well. So looking into that side of things. So even though the car, you might not be impressed with it, you might be like, it doesn't look any different to what I've seen before. But I think that there is more to it than meets the eye, and I think it's going to be quite interesting to see what Ferrari can do in 2020. But that's why I'm just going to quickly cap up this reaction video to the Ferrari car. Me, I don't mind it at all. The whole presentation of it, the car launch event itself, it was all right. I mean, it could have all right. They did drag it out a bit, but I think we don't get to see car launches like that anymore, and I think it was just quite something different and new, I suppose. All right, we are on the edge of our seats, because we do want to see the car. I understand people's frustrations, but we don't see anything like that anymore. So I think it was pretty, yeah, it was all right from Ferrari. But again, like I said, we did get there in the end. But before I go, Lyle wants to give his opinion, and he says the only thing that says it's the new car is the white 16 and 5 on the car. I do like the raised fins that runs down the back of the car and the restart exhaust. Apart from that, it's red. Shock horror, it's red. It's also got like a little like Italian style flag going across the side, which I think just adds a little bit of different look to it compared to last year. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this reaction video as well. Drop a comment below to hear what you guys think about the car. What's your immediate reaction to it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think that this is going to give Ferrari their first World Championships since 2008? I'm sure Ferrari fans will be hoping so. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.